2 years. It's been 2 years since my last video, or more. Probably closer to 3. And I'm back, finally. I'm not really sure where to start with this video. I guess I just want to start with real quick by saying thank you to those who have been continuing to comment and show support my videos while I've been gone. I really appreciate it. And with this video, I guess I kind of want to start with by answering your guys' questions. Some of the questions that I've gotten about how is life after the military, what I've been up to, where I've been. So let's jump right into it. Well, first thing, I am in San Diego. I am finally out of the East Coast. Thank God. I hated Norfolk. As a matter of fact, I made a review on Norfolk on Google, like the Google reviews things. I'm pretty sure it got taken down. It was like the most liked review. Maybe you've seen it. It was like talking about how shitty the base was. I'm sure the captain of the base like saw it or whatever and was like, nah, like we got to get rid of reviews. You know, we're gonna run our business dry. And I've never seen that review again. So I think that's kind of funny. I'm married. I have a kid. I am officially a real estate agent, which I've been wanting to be since I've been in. I have my license. I still have not sold my first home, and we're gonna kind of get more into that as to like why and how that's going. But overall, man, like how's life after the military? It's different. It's good though, and I much prefer being out than being in. The biggest difference is just seeing how like everything is up to me now. Just growing up, you know, being in high school, having a job in the summer between going into the Navy, and then going to the Navy literally not too long after I turned 18. And everything was like fed to me. You know, I always had a path. There was always a time to wake up at. There was always a place to go, something to do. I don't really have that anymore. I was a stay-at-home dad for the past 2 years. I have a son. You know, for the past 2 years I've been a stay-at-home dad, and I haven't really been doing too much. 1 year in Virginia, 1 year here in San Diego. And you know, one of my biggest things that I used to make videos on was like my finances and stuff. And seeing like all that money I saved, which I saved a lot, but seeing it like slowly kind of shrink, it's really demotivating. So I was like, you know what? It's time to stop really kind of basically just bullshitting around, and I need to start doing something. I have to, because I am not going to let that number I spent 4 long years working on turn to 0. Not happening. So my son's in daycare, and I'm really going to start working on this real estate stuff, because right now it is tough. It is really tough for a new agent here in San Diego, like brand new, to start making money. I think it's tough in general, just being a new agent, but especially over here, like just the housing market is ridiculous. Like it's just so expensive. And one of the ideas I had for YouTube was door knocking. I was thinking about probably documenting myself, going to random doors in like high-end neighborhoods, you know, kind of like in a video game, like level 1 farming at like a master level dungeon or something like that, you know, and like going to houses in like La Jolla or Coronado, or like, you know, just somewhere where there's really nice houses, and just start door knocking and providing my services. Well, we'll see. If that's something you guys are interested in, please like let me know in the comments, and I'll go ahead and I'll try that. I'm gonna do it regardless, because I feel like it's gonna keep me motivated to keep doing it. But if you guys like to see it, I mean, it'd be cool to see you guys would that you guys would like to see it as well. So but yeah, like it's just, you know, kind of going back to the whole I have to make my own like life now. You know, being married, obviously, right, we're gonna live on my wife's income. Like, you know, it's gonna happen. And not that there's anything wrong with that, or I don't see necessarily anything wrong with that. It's very important to me to start bringing something to the table. And that's another big reason why I'm kind of getting, you know, rolling on the real estate and YouTube and all that. And with YouTube, it's interesting, because I'm not sure what I want to do really. Like, I don't know what I want my niche to be, and I'm kind of still figuring that out. Like, I can't really be a military YouTuber anymore, because I'm not in the Navy. I'm not a sailor. If you guys still have questions, I could answer them because my wife is still in and I still have friends that are in, but I'm just no longer in, so I feel like that can't be my main focus. One of my favorite YouTubers before joining the Navy was JT Suits. Arguably the best military YouTuber, the most popular military YouTuber before, well, during my time, like 2017, 2018. I think he like started picking up traction in like 2016, but he was really big back then. Now, not so much. I know he has like other stuff going on in his life, but I feel like the main reason why he kind of like started going downhill was because he just, you know, his biggest thing was military content, and then once he got out of the military, it wasn't really the same kind of watching him. And the people that I also used to watch back then that were in the military, who are still in the military, are doing relatively fine. So, you know, that's probably, well, that is one of the main reasons, or the main reason why I'm not gonna be doing military content anymore. Now that I probably won't have like, you know, sea stories time or something like that, because I do still have sea stories and, you know, just like stuff I can share with you on like life on a carrier and things, but they're not really going to be the primary focus on what I'm going to be doing anymore. Then kind of followed by the whole finances thing, because, you know, if you look back at my videos, a lot of my videos are about like finances and stuff. Well, I'm no longer really wanting to be a finance YouTuber, not because necessarily I find it, you know, boring or uninteresting, but because like I am not making money right now. So, you know, it's kind of hard to make content on something you're not really doing too much. So that's why I'm like, well, you know, let's try real estate, let's try door knocking, let's try just doing something with that and kind of showing you guys what it's like for basically a business owner, like, you know, myself. I guess I could consider myself a business owner, and starting from the bottom, trying to grow a business to a livable income. But, you know, I also have a son, so I feel like it's going to be an interesting dynamic seeing like a dad trying to really kind of make it on his own in a way. Now, I know I said I'm married, but I also said my wife is still in the military. She's still on sea duty. Now, collectively, between now and her shore duty time, she is probably going to have up to like 9 months collectively or more away from home. So that's, yeah, that's going to suck. And I was thinking, you know, I could document that and kind of show like what life is like as not a single dad, you know what I'm trying to say, with his son. So it's going to be a lot of work I have to put in. It's going to be very tough, but I feel like it'd be kind of really interesting to kind of see that process of still trying to build a business, being a full-time dad, while also having my wife kind of, you know, being away from the family. That, you know, that's going to be really tough. And yeah, just seeing what happens. You know, my goal is to purchase a home in 2 years. That's my goal. It's really expensive over here. I don't know if I could do it, but I'm damn well gonna try. And if it doesn't work out, we'll see. Or I don't want to make this video too long, just because it's been so long since I've made a video, and I feel like it's probably best if I keep it somewhat short. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, being out of the Navy, I'm not gonna say I miss it. I don't miss the Navy itself. You know, when you're in, you kind of realize, you're like, oh man, like, you know, I can't wait to get out, and, you know, I feel like life is passing me by. I'm seeing my friends do all these things, and my family going to parties or having weddings, and I'm missing out on everything, and I'm going on deployments and all that. And, you know, sure, I'm having fun, but like, you know, ultimately I feel like I'm missing out on life. And that's how I felt. I felt like I was missing out on life. And I look back at it, and I kind of realized to myself, like, those were some of the most innocent, best times of my life. Not because of the Navy itself, really, just kind of like me in that environment, and just realizing like they were good times. Like, they were good times because of friends. I met my wife while I was in, the stories, the ports. So if you're still in and you're feeling like, you know, maybe you're not getting anywhere, or you're feeling like, you know, depressed, or you feel like just doing something to get out of the military, I would urge you to kind of reconsider. Like, if you still want to get out, but I'm saying like in the way that you get out, or in if you're just feeling kind of like shitty, or you're feeling down, like, just know that you're probably living in a really good time in your life right now, and kind of, you know, take a step back and really take it all in for what it is. I had a little like timer on my phone, you know, like a calendar that kind of marking down the days, and I liked it. I like kind of looking down and seeing like, oh, I had like 4,000 hours left in the, you know, in the Navy, and then it went down to like 3,500, then 3,000 hours, you know. And that was just something I like to do. It was motivating for me. It was fun to watch. And but just know it's not all bad. It's not all bad. And as long as you embrace it and you save a lot of money and you really take advantage of the programs the Navy has for you to succeed outside of the military, because they do have a lot of programs. You take like a whole like 8-week course or more. I'm pretty sure it's longer. I forgot what it's called, but a whole course basically on your transition from in the military to outside. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of like the Skill Bridge program if you can. Take advantage of jobs that are hiring veterans. Like, there is always like a silver lining, you know, to a cloudy sky. So don't be too deterred. Hopefully the real estate really works out, because, you know, if it doesn't, I'm gonna try it for a year, and if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna go back into college and use my post 9/11, and maybe I'll get something there. I feel like it'd be really interesting to go back to college, because I mean, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, there is like that subtle fear of kind of getting old. I know I'm 24, I'm still technically young, and you know what, now that I think about it, shit, like I've done a lot for being 20, because at 23 I was a veteran, I was a dad, I was married, I had visited all these countries, and like it's scary and it's cool, because wow, I did all these things at 23, and then I'm like, fuck, I did all these things at 23, you know. So maybe going back to college is gonna kind of, I don't know, bring me back some youth or whatever, but I don't know, I would much rather have real estate work out than me going back to school. But regardless, I'm gonna do my best into whatever I can, or whatever I'm doing, especially YouTube. I want to be more consistent with YouTube, so hopefully you guys are going to be seeing more consistent uploads from me. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I think right now it's going to be kind of like just doing random videos and, you know, just random shit here and there, and hopefully something sticks, or you guys find something really interesting, or the real estate thing really works for this channel, just building a business and whatnot. So if you'd like to stick around, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video there. I used to end my videos a lot doing this. I'm not doing that anymore. I think that shit's stupid, and I'm not gonna do it. I mean, if you still want me to do it, comment down below. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.